Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you are always in good health. My name is Anna. Today I will be presenting about is standardized testing an effective measure of student ability. This topic is a critical look at standardized testing and whether it effectively measures student ability. This is an important topic in education that continues to generate much debate among educators, students, and policymakers alike. So, let's begin. Introduction. What is standardized testing? A test administered and scored in a consistent way. Standardized tests are designed to be given and scored the same way for all test takers, ensuring uniformity and fairness. Used to assess students' performance across schools and regions. These tests are often used to compare how student performs at different school, districts, or even countries based on the same standards. Some examples include the SAT, ACT, TOEFL, and national exams. Purpose of standardized testing. The first, to measure academic achievement. Standardized tests help determine how well students understand what they have been taught in school. The second, compare student performance objectively. These tests allow comparisons between students, schools, or regions using the same scoring system and criteria. The third, to guide curriculum development. The result can help educators identify which subject or skill need more attention in the teaching program. Fourth, to evaluate school or teacher effectiveness. Test scores are sometimes used to assess how well schools and teachers are performing in educating students. Next discuss is argument for standardized testing. The first, objectivity and fairness. All students take the test under the same condition and are scored using the same criteria, making it fair and unbiased. The second, data for policy and improvement. Test results help schools and governments identify what's working well and what needs improvement in the education system. The third, accountability. Standardized tests make schools and teachers responsible for student learning by measuring how effectively they teach. Next is arguments against standardized testing. The first, one-size-fits-all approach. Standardized tests do not take into account the diverse way students learn. Each student have unique strengths, learning styles, and needs which these tests often ignore. The second, test anxiety and pressure. Many students experience stress and anxiety when taking standardized tests. This pressure can negatively affect their performance, even if they know the material well. The third, limits creativity and critical thinking. These tests often focus on memorization and right or wrong answers. As a result, they leave little room for creative thinking, problem solving, or deeper understanding of concepts. Does it truly measure ability? The first, academic performance not equal to intelligence or potential. Just because a student scores well on a test doesn't mean they are highly intelligent, or have reached their full potential. Test results only reflect performance in a specific context, not the whole picture of students' abilities. The second, doesn't assess soft skills such as creativity, leadership, collaborations. Standardized tests typically ignore important skills like creativity, teamwork, leadership, or communication, which are essential in real-life situations and future careers. The third, bias against students from different cultures or backgrounds. The content and language of standardized tests may favor students from certain cultural or socio-economic backgrounds, making it harder for others to perform equally well even if they are capable. Global perspective. Some countries are moving away from standardized tests. Countries like Finland are reducing their use of standardized testing. Instead, they focus on more flexible student-centered assessment that better reflect individual growth and learning styles. The second, others still rely heavily on the USA and China. In contrast, countries such as the USA and China continue to depend on standardized tests to determine academic success and university admissions. These tests remain central in their education systems. Growing trend toward alternative assessment such as portfolios, projects, and interviews. Around the world, there is rising interest in alternative methods of evaluation. This includes students' portfolios, project-based assessments, and interviews, which aim to measure a broader set of skills and abilities beyond test scores. And the last discuss is alternative to standardized testing. This method evaluates students towards real-world tests or demonstration of learning, such as presentation, experiments, or writing work. The second, teacher observation and evaluation. Teachers assess students based on their daily participation, behavior, effort, and progress in class. It allows a more personal and continuous understanding of students' growth. The third, student portfolios. Portfolios are collection of students' work over time, showcasing their learning progress, creativity, and achievements in different subjects. Next, classroom-based project. This involves group or individual tasks done in class that require problem solving, collaboration, and application of knowledge, giving a fuller picture of student abilities. And the last, peer and self-assessment. Students assess their own or their classmates' work. This encourages reflection, critical thinking, and responsibility for learning. Summary from presentation. Standardized testing can be a useful tool for measuring academic achievement on a large scale. It offers objectivity, helps inform policy, and ensures accountability. However, it also has significant limitations. It often fails to reflect individual learning differences, causes stress, and overlooks important skills like creativity and collaboration. In short, standardized tests do not fully measure a student's true abilities or potential. Therefore, while they can play a role in education, they should be used alongside alternative assessment such as project portfolio and teacher evaluation to provide a more complete picture of student performance. Thank you for your attention. I hope this video presentation can provide information for everyone. Stay healthy. See you later. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.